Hi, Ms. Dorn. It's Patrick Flynn, obviously from the comfort of my home. Uh, just want to let you know, once I start the video, that's when my time should start. Uh, and then when my conclusion ends with me saying questions, that's when my time should end. Let's go. That was the first 11 seconds of my short film for my clothing company, Hossie. Hi, I'm Patrick Flynn, and I'm going to be sharing you all that I've learned for my work-based learning project for my senior project. Before I even start, I want to thank my mentor Brian McGrath for all he did for me for this project. None of it would have been possible without him. He is the art technician at Augusta University. He is the former member of the band Turf Wars, and he was also the merchandise production supervisor for the brand as well. He is also the former owner of Sweet Stick Skate Shop in Augusta, Georgia, as well as being a member of the county board for both Augusta and Richmond County. The idea for my project came from me wanting to accomplish a project that includes fashion, art, and board sports. I was inspired by my mentor on how he was able to take these similar passions and make it a business out of it, his skate shop in downtown Augusta. The name Hossie came from slang me and my friends would say. Instead of yes sir, we would say Hossie because it's yes saw backwards. The concept was to make advertising create a street skateboard brand for the skateboarding community of the CSRA. It was also part of the concept was to master the techniques of screen printing. That includes the design and actual screen printing process. This project also gave me the opportunity to create future skills in business and marketing. And finally, I learned a trade, screen printing, that I could use later on in life. The creation. For my first design, I created a painting that represents the brand very well. The mountains represent the snowboarding community, the beach and the wave represent beach and surf culture, and then the quarter pipe represents skateboarding culture. Along with this painting, I had another design, which was a film photography piece I took of my two sisters in Hollywood, California. I include this to show the creative process of choosing between two different designs, because in the next step of actually creating the design, I did two different images. The design process started with me digitally scanning both of the pieces, changing the colors into monochrome, and then applying a halftone filter on it. Halftone is the reproduction of a photograph or other image in which various tones of gray color are produced by various sized dots of ink. As you can see here, this is a halftone image. People use halftones such as magazines, or screen printing shirts to save ink, but as well as creating a detailed piece. Finally, we applied both images to shirt models digitally to see what the shirts could potentially look like. The manufacturing process took the most time of my project. Before I was even allowed to touch any of the tools to make the screen printing frame or print the shirts in general, I had to go through lessons with my mentor Brian on how to screen print and how to create a screen printing frame. These are some notes I took while getting taught how to screen print, as well as diagrams of all the different tools we use to create the frame as well as the screen print. Screen printing process. The first thing you do is you mix the emulsion into a scoop cotter. This is me mixing the emulsion into the scoop cotter in a red room, because emulsion is light sensitive and water sensitive. So you will see why in a second. You apply the emulsion to a screen frame. So this is me using the scoop cotter to get a nice thin layer of emulsion onto the frame. The next thing you do is you let that emulsion dry for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then you apply a film positive onto the emulsion side of the screen with tape. What we're doing is we're creating a negative image on the frame to then put a positive image onto a t-shirt. The next step would be exposing the screen with light through the film positive to create that negative image. That film positive blocks the light and creates the emulsion around it to cure, but not the emulsion blocked by the film positive, making it uncured and able for us to spray water on it and take it off to create that film negative image. Remove the film positive and wash uncured emulsion from the screen frame. This is what I was talking about here. The uncured emulsion leaves gaps in the screen frame, so whenever we're screen printing, the ink can go through it and create that positive image on the t-shirt. So then you let the film dry, frame dry after you have washed it, and now it's ready for the screen printing process. This is me screen printing a t-shirt. So the first thing you do is you line up the t-shirt where you want the image. We wanted ours in the center of our chest. The next thing you do is you take a squeegee. You put the frame down first. You take the squeegee and you squeegee and roll the ink across the t-shirt and the frame. The frame is mesh, so the cured emulsion blocks the ink from going through, but those uncured spots in the film negative let the ink fall through, creating a film positive. The next thing you do is you take a heat lamp and you superheat the shirt to seal that image on the shirt, and then finally you're left with the finished product, the shirt. Digital marketing. So the next thing we did was I created a short film advertisement for my brand. I filmed and co-edited this piece along with my friend Davis being the actor in this film, as well as my friend Daniel Pazinski to help me edit. This short film properly shows the brand's message, getting outside and going out and skateboarding. It doesn't have to be skateboarding, but that's what the story shows in this ad. Marketing and commercialization. The next thing I did was I created an Instagram account advertising my brand and the shirts that I had made. On this Instagram site, I posted photography pieces that appealed to the demographic and target marketed group. I also took online orders for merchandise on that Instagram site as well through DM, like I said before. And I also went to various places such as the skate park and Lady A Pavilion promoting and selling the Hossie product. This is a various image of an ad I did on my Instagram story, and that is a picture of my friend Davis actually in the middle of the filming for the ad that I also took a picture and created another ad on Instagram. The impact. The community impact was I created a clothing brand that appealed to a niche community that didn't have a local company representing it. That's the skateboarding and board sports streetwear community of the CSRA. Two personal impacts is I learned a trade that I can use for the rest of my life, screen printing. I also explored many interests of mine: fashion, art, board sports, marketing. I'm just excited to take all these skills I've learned from my senior project and bring them out into the real world. Questions?